Hello and welcome to Neha's Cookhouse. Wish you all a very happy Diwali. Today I am going to show you 4 Diwali snacks recipes which you can easily make at home. So let's start it. Bread rolls are soft and crunchy snacks made by filling bread slices with vegetables cooked in pizza sauce and various seasonings. It's the easiest way to satisfy your pizza cravings with minimal effort. They are quick and easy to make, so let's go through the ingredients. 6 bread slices, 1 cup chopped green capsicum, half cup chopped onions, quarter cup chopped carrot, cooking oil for frying and cooking, quarter cup mozzarella cheese, quarter cup pizza sauce, 2 tablespoons finely chopped garlic, 1 tablespoon tomato ketchup, quarter teaspoon black pepper powder, 1 tablespoon dry oregano, salt according to taste, 1 tablespoon vinegar, 1 tablespoon chili sauce. Let's first make the stuffing. For this, take a tablespoon of oil in a pan on medium-high heat. When it's hot enough, add onions and cook them for 30 seconds till they are little cooked. Now add garlic and saute it for another 30 seconds till its rawness goes away. Now add capsicum, carrot and stir it a little. After that, add salt, but be careful to add just quarter teaspoon because all sauces we will use later also have salt. Now cook them for 5 minutes on medium heat as we don't want vegetables to be fully cooked. Now add tomato ketchup, chili sauce, pizza sauce, or you can also use pasta sauce, some black pepper powder, dry oregano but it is optional, and 1 tablespoon vinegar. Now mix them well and cook for another 5 minutes on medium heat till all sauce liquids dries out and vegetables soak all flavors. Now our stuffing is ready, so switch off the heat and let it cool down. Now let's move to next step and make a paste which will be used to seal the bread rolls. For this, take half tablespoon of all-purpose flour in a small bowl. Then add 1 tablespoon water and mix it well to get a smooth lump-free paste. Once our stuffing has cooled down, transfer it to a big bowl and add some mozzarella cheese and mix it well. Now take a bread slice and first cut the hard sides like this. Similarly, cut all bread slices. Now take a bread piece and use a rolling pin to gently flat it down. We want to make it thin like this. Now take a tablespoon of stuffing and place it in the center. Be careful not to overfill as it will be difficult to roll the breads. Now apply flour paste on all 4 sides and roll them like this. And then press all sides well. Just make sure to seal it properly from all sides so stuffing won't come out while frying. Now make all bread rolls like this. Once all bread rolls are ready, heat some oil in a wok on medium-high heat. You can check if oil is ready by dipping a piece of bread. If it sizzles, then it's ready. Now carefully put all bread rolls in oil. Be careful not to overheat oil, as extra hot oil will make rolls dark from outside but uncooked inside. And fry them on medium heat for 10 to 12 minutes till they become golden brown. Be careful to keep flipping in between to get uniform frying. Now bread rolls look golden brown, so drain them out on a paper towel to get rid of extra oil. Now they are ready to taste. Bread rolls have cooked perfectly from both outside and inside. You can see they are nice and crunchy. Bread rolls are best to serve with ketchup or green chutney, and add a cup of tea for making it a fully satisfying snack. Try this recipe and just enjoy. Chili potatoes is a super delicious Indo-Chinese fusion appetizer dish. They are made by frying potato strips and then cooked with spicy and tangy sauce mixture to make them super tasty. So let's see what ingredients are needed to make this recipe. 3 medium potatoes cut in stripes, 2 tablespoons corn flour, half cup chopped spring onion whites, quarter cup chopped spring onion greens, oil for frying and cooking, 1 tablespoon finely chopped garlic, 1 teaspoon chopped green chilies, salt according to taste, 3 tablespoon tomato ketchup, 1 tablespoon soya sauce, 2 teaspoon vinegar, 1 tablespoon chili sauce. So let's start the recipe. First I have washed and peeled all potatoes. Now cut them into 1/4 inch thick slices like this. Once all potatoes are cut into stripes, wash them properly and drain them to remove any extra starch. Now take some corn flour and sprinkle it on potato stripes. Flour helps in making them little crispy. Now mix them thoroughly so that all stripes are covered with flour. If you have ready-made frozen potato fries, you can also use them. Now we will fry them, so heat oil in a wok till it's medium hot. Check if oil is ready by dipping a potato stripe. If it sizzles like this, that means oil is ready to fry. Now add potato stripes in oil and fry them on medium heat. Keep flipping at regular intervals to fry them uniformly. It will take around 10 to 12 minutes to fry one batch of fries. When potato stripes start turning slightly brown, it means they are ready. So drain them out on a paper towel. Now we will make the sauce mixture. For this, take a small bowl. In this add chili sauce, tomato ketchup, soya sauce and vinegar, and mix them well. Now let's cook fried stripes and sauce mixture together. For this, take another wok and put on medium-high heat. Now add oil. When it's hot, add garlic, green chilies, and saute them for 20 to 30 seconds on medium-high heat. After that, add spring onion whites and saute again for 20 seconds. Because we are cooking on medium-high heat, so keep sauteing them continuously to avoid any overcooking. Now add sauce mixture we made earlier and mix it well. After that, add a little salt. Now add green onions and mix it again. Be careful not to add too much salt as we already have salt in all sauces. After that, add 3 to 4 tablespoons of water and mix them again. And let it get a boil for 10 seconds. When the sauce mixture starts bubbling, it's time to add fried potato stripes. Now mix them thoroughly with sauce so that all potato stripes are covered well in sauce mixture. Just cook it till sauce mixture covers all potato stripes. Now they are ready, so take them out in a plate. And further garnish with chopped green onions to give yummy look. Chili potatoes are looking so delicious. So let's taste them. I must say they are so addictive. All sauces have perfectly blended with potato stripes. They are soft, spicy and definitely mouth-watering. This recipe is so easy to make at home and also loved by kids. So try them anytime and enjoy. Sabudana vadas are super delicious deep fried snacks made by deep frying sabudana patties. They are very famous in India and usually served during fasting. These snacks are crunchy from outside and soft from inside and makes a perfect snack. So let's go through the ingredients to make them. Half cup sabudana, 2 cup boiled and shredded potatoes, oil for frying, half cup peanuts, 2 tablespoons finely chopped green chilies, 1/4 cup chopped green coriander, 1 teaspoon coriander powder, 1 teaspoon cumin powder, salt according to taste, 2 teaspoons lemon juice. First of all, we will start with sabudana preparation. So take sabudana in a bowl and wash it thoroughly with water at least 4-5 times. And then soak them completely in water to make them soft. Let them soak for 5 to 6 hours. After 6 hours, check if sabudana is ready by pressing between the fingers. If it's easy to mash, that means it's ready. If it's not soft enough, let them soak for few more hours. Now strain all water from sabudana using a colander. We will use it later on. Be careful, it's important that sabudana should not have extra moisture. Now we will shred boiled potatoes from this side. Potatoes need to be finely shredded because if potatoes have chunks, vadas will not bind well and they can break while frying. Now let's roast peanuts. For this, take a wide pan on medium heat, then add 1 teaspoon oil, peanuts, and saute them on medium heat for 4 to 5 minutes till they turn brown and crunchy. Now peanuts are ready, so take them out. Now we will crush peanuts using pestle. I am using this instead of grinder because I want little chunks of peanuts which give a nice crunchy taste from inside. But if you don't like chunks, you can also grind peanuts in grinder. This is how peanuts should look like after crushing. Now let's mix all ingredients together. For this, take a big bowl to mix all things. In this bowl, add potatoes, sabudana, crushed peanuts, chopped green chilies, chopped green coriander, cumin powder, coriander powder, lemon juice, and salt. If you are making vada for fast, you can also use sendha namak instead of normal salt. Now mix all ingredients well. You can use a spoon, but it's preferable to use hands so that all ingredients mix well. Now let's start making vada. So put some oil on your palms so that mixture doesn't stick to palms while making patties. Now take 1 heaped tablespoon of mixture and roll into a small ball. and then flatten it a little bit like this. Just make sure to check there are no cracks in patty, otherwise it will break while frying. Similarly, we will make all sabudana vada patties like this. Once all patties are ready, let's fry them. For this, heat oil in a wok at high heat. Check if oil is hot enough by dropping a small ball of mixture. If it sizzles and comes up quickly, it means oil is ready. It's very important oil is heated to the right temperature to make crunchy and nice patties. Now oil is ready, so carefully drop sabudana vadas in oil. Best way is to drop sabudana patties from the edge of the wok. I have a small wok, so just adding 2 vadas in one batch. But you can add vadas according to the size of your wok. Just make sure they are not too crowded. Now let them fry without disturbing for 2 minutes so they become firm. They look firm now, so put heat to medium and fry them for around 10 minutes till they turn light brown and crispy. Just keep flipping them in between. Now our sabudana vadas are ready, so strain them out on a paper towel so that all extra oil is absorbed by paper. Similarly, fry all vadas. Now all vadas are ready and they are looking beautiful. So let's taste them. You can see they are crispy from outside and soft from inside. And I must say, taste-wise they are super delicious. Vadas are perfect snacks with a cup of chai and usually served with ketchup or any green chutney. They can also be eaten with curd, so try them for fasting, or you can just eat them as a tasty snack. This is the most common snack you will find in confectionery and chai shops in India. Namak paras are made from all-purpose flour seasoned with different Indian spices. Their salty and crispy taste gives a nice treat to your taste buds. So let's start and go through the ingredients. 2 cups all-purpose flour, water as needed, oil for frying, salt according to taste, 1 teaspoon carom seeds. So let's start with kneading the dough. For this, take a big bowl, add all-purpose flour, salt, carom seeds, 3 tablespoon oil, as oil helps in making namak para crispy. If you want, you can also use cumin seeds instead of carom seeds or equal halves for both. Now mix all ingredients well with flour and rub mixture so that oil is mixed well with flour. When oil is perfectly mixed, you can see the texture of flour has changed. Now add lukewarm water little by little and knead it well. Don't add water in one go, as it can make dough too loose, whereas we want it to be firm. When dough has kneaded well, cover it and leave it for at least 20 minutes to set it well. After 20 minutes, knead the dough again like this. For making namak para extra soft and crispy, I have also kept dough in refrigerator for an hour. But if you want, you can just start without leaving it in refrigerator. Now make small portions like this and roll them into balls. Now roll these balls in round shape with rolling pin. Don't roll it too thin, they should be little thicker than roti. Now cut it into vertical strips like this. Cut them diagonally to give nice angled shape. Now transfer all pieces in a plate, cover them properly and keep them aside, and do the same with all other dough balls. Now heat some oil in a wok. When it's medium hot, slowly and carefully add namak para strips. Don't worry if they become a bunch, as they will separate out easily when you stir them little bit. Now stir them for a minute and fry for around 10 to 12 minutes on low-medium heat till they turn golden brown. Now they have turned golden brown, so strain them out on a paper towel. They are usually served warm, but if you want to store them, use an airtight container and they will be good for at least 15 days. Now our namkeen paras are ready and it's time for taste test. Yummy! They taste really nice and crispy. This easy recipe gives a nice opportunity to enjoy homemade snacks at any time. They are best for snacks time and usually served with chai, coffee, cold drink or any other beverage. Try it and enjoy.